It wouldn't be a favorites video of mine if we didn't talk about my favorite matcha. But not only my favorite matcha, but my favorite at-home matcha latte recipe routine that I've been doing. Every single morning, this is what I do to start my day. And it always includes my More Than Matcha powder. This is actually the refill pack. I have gone through 4 of these jars. This is some of the best matcha you'll come across, okay? I can promise you that. It is just the perfect matcha green. So vibrant, so delicious. I like to open up the pack over a bowl so that the excess matcha gets in there. Now you basically have a brand new jar of matcha. We're gonna take 2 teaspoons of this. That is my recipe. That is my ride or die amount of matcha I have to have every day. It's funny how it's gone up over the years. Used to be 1 teaspoon, then used to be like a teaspoon and like a little bit, I would tell you guys, just like a little bit extra. Now it's 2 teaspoons and then some. Some matcha powders have to sit here for a minute getting all of the clumps out because it's like more of a grainy type of matcha and the clumps are just like thicker and hard to sift through. This one is so easy, it's so fine. And then I always keep my matcha powder in the fridge. This is a preference of mine. Some people don't. I always do. One of my favorite milks to use for my matcha is Chobani Extra Creamy Oat Milk. This is controversial. A lot of people like almond milk with their matcha or they just use regular dairy milk. I have been debating on introducing regular milk back into my matcha latte routine. That's a journey for another day. As of right now, this is my favorite milk to use for matcha. Right now, this is my favorite bowl because I made this bowl. I made it in my ceramics class. As you can tell, I definitely made it because it's a little bit wonky. But that's what makes it special. And since I cold whisked my matcha, which is what you guys just saw, I added milk straight into my matcha powder. I'm using a silicone whisk because if I use a wooden whisk, then it like wears it down way too fast. And this whisk really helps it get really frothy. My rule is to always fill it up right to the top with ice, then milk. Ooh. Favorite sweetener for matcha is maple syrup. It really has become my favorite. Like I go to coffee shops and I ask if they have maple syrup and get sad if they don't because I just think it complements the matcha flavor the most. And the matcha. Whoa. That color is insane. So good. I'll link everything that I use, everything that you can buy. But the matcha bowl, this is one of a kind, baby. Okay. I have neglected hip thrusts for way too long, but recently I have been doing them again and oh my gosh, the difference I feel at the gym has been crazy. I just used one of these pads that I bought off of Amazon. I think this was like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. You just slide it right onto the Smith machine. Honestly, that could be a little bit intimidating since you have to like set it up and everything the first time you're doing it. Like it's very easy to set it up wrong or have the movement wrong, but that's how you learn. You have to go through the trial and error. Even though I've done these before, definitely the first time doing them again in a while. My movement was a little bit wonky, but you get the hang of it. Whew. I'm doing my makeup right now, so I thought it would be a perfect time to show you guys some of my favorites, as a lot of people are buying Christmas gifts. A lot of people are also just like treating themselves to things. So I wanted to do a favorites video, vlog style, go throughout my day and share with you things that I have been loving. I'm using the Too Faced Sculpting and Bronzing Stick in Chocolate Caramel. This is a new favorite of mine. I showed you guys I used it for my deer makeup that I did for Halloween. I'm obsessed with this stuff. Literally, I think it makes my cheekbones look so good and look perfect bronze to my face. And literally it's made, I've never loved my bronzer so much. I feel like usually it comes out a little bit patchy or like the wrong color. This one is so easy to use and I love it. If you want to get a blush, they'll never disappoint you and also not take up too much space in your makeup bag. The Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Blushes. This one's in Quart. They are so easy to use, especially if you use a brush, or you can just apply it right onto your skin and then blend it out. Not a lot of people talk about the Makeup by Mario concealers. It's a surreal skin concealer that goes along with their foundation that I love. But another product I always have trouble finding is like a good concealer. I've tried a ton of different ones and I'm just like, oh, okay, like it works. This one, I am shocked by how lightweight it is on nice looks under my eyes, how it gives a lot of coverage but doesn't look cakey. I really like it. I have it in the shade 260. Surreal Awakening Concealer. I feel like I look awake now. Amazing. I'm not gonna bore you guys with like telling you all of my makeup products that I've been using for a long time. You guys know I use a lot of the same products because they're like my holy grails, my must-haves. So I'm just gonna link the rest of them in the description, list like every product that I use basically for like my everyday. So if you guys want to shop those, then you can. As I'm just finishing doing my hair, I'm having, I think, a pretty good hair day, but I don't want it to mess up, especially since I'm going to Orange County. It's going to be a little bit humid outside. This is Amika the Shield. This is an anti-humidity spray. I already sprayed this in my hair before I styled it. I try to focus it a lot on my bangs because that's the part that gets the most like frizzy when I'm out. And another product that I wish I had right now, but I'm all out of, and that's how you know it's one of my favorites, is a Living Proof dry shampoo. There is not a better dry shampoo on the market. The Amika one is also really good, but there's nothing like the Living Proof one. And I'm mentioning it because I love it, and also reminding myself that I need to get one for myself during the Sephora sale, because that is the time to get your favorite products, especially ones that you like run out of all the time. Stock up when you can. Is it kind of basic to say that one of my favorites has been cooking at home, specifically cooking steak at home? I don't know if it's because I have been loving steak or if it's because I just love the fact that I'm able to cook it on my own and do it so well. If I do say so myself, I think I cook a mean steak. So I'm gonna show you how I make it. If you guys have been like, you know, wanting to eat steak and you're like scared to cook it on your own, this is my way I do it, and I think it's pretty simple. This is a, I believe, petite prime top sirloin. I got this from Sprouts. It actually came with 2 pieces that were this big and then one that was like half of this for $16. I don't know if they were having a sale or something, but I love these steaks so much. I don't like prime rib as much or like a New York strip because they're very fatty. Like even before I cook this, I'm gonna cut off the fat around the edge because I just personally don't love it. Some people love it. Instead of just eating around it, I'd rather just cut it off. Here's a shot of my meat. It's a good slice, isn't it? Nice and thick. Washing my hands again real quick. We're gonna do simple seasonings at first, just salt and pepper. So we're gonna do some of this pepper. I like to use Maldon salt, so it's just like flaky salt. And then with this hand, I'll like rub it in. Flip it, other side. No cross-contamination over here. Wash my hands again. Stove is on medium, and then I'm gonna take some butter, a little bit of that. I also take a little bit of olive oil just to like kind of coat the skillet a little bit. Some people use a cast iron. I just use a skillet that's like on our stove. After the 5 minutes, I'll sear the steak on the sides just so that it like cooks evenly. Flip it over, add a little bit of cocoa aminos. That's like my little secret ingredient. And then we're gonna have it cook another 5 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna do a little simple Caesar salad. People say let your steak rest for like 5 minutes before you start like cutting into it and everything. I hate this part because I'm usually starving at this point. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get a drink. Poppy has quickly become my favorite prebiotic soda to drink. You know, I've always been like a Olipop fan and just like trying different ones, but their flavors are honestly unmatched, and it's unmatched that you can buy them at Costco now. A lot of their flavors are actually available. I love the lemon lime and the orange, but the Doc Pop one, it also has a little bit of caffeine, which is nice. All natural caffeine, of course. This flavor is so good. Either Doc Pop or the cherry cola. Oh my gosh, cherry cola is also very good. I just love Poppy. I have just found that steak has become my favorite protein, especially to cook at home, because it's the easiest for me to tell that it's cooked how I like it. And tastes the best, so. I'm a fan. I had to make a quick stop to go get my nails done, and I guess I'll show you guys what I got done because this is one of my favorite ways or favorite styles to get on my nails. I always get French tip. You will honestly rarely ever see me with a design that isn't just like on the tip of my nails and the natural color showing through, because this is my hack to letting my nails last like a month. Like my last nails, I think I had for 5 weeks. Yes, they were very grown out. It was time to get them done, but they lasted me so long. And if I get a color on like all of my nail, right when it starts growing out, I feel like I need to get them done again. I love this shade of white that I get sometimes. This is White Bunny. It's D&D 57. And then the base of it is Dirty Dancer. I think it's 881. That's like my perfect combo. It's not a super white French tip. It's kind of like a off-white pinky color. Doesn't look super stark white. I mean, kind of when they put like 2 coats of it, but it's just so clean and classic and I love it. Every time I get this on my nails, I just feel so put together. So those are my favorite nails to get. Very much needed for my next favorite. Honestly works for me. I always like to add a favorite lip combo into my favorites videos because it honestly is constantly changing. You guys know my one size lip liner in Rent Dew is my favorite, but what I add on top for like an everyday always changes. You know, I love my Summer Fridays. This is the Vanilla Beige. I love my Tower 28, my Dulce de Leche. It really does switch up all the time. And a few weeks ago, I didn't have any of these in my purse. I'm always like switching out different purses and I forgot to throw one in there. So I went into the liquor store and I bought chapstick. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been reaching for this more than my other lip balms or glosses or anything because honestly, it lasts on my lips for so long. Mind you, I do add a lot of it, but I just got the strawberry one. It adds like just the tiniest tint of pink to my lips. So I just add a little bit of lip liner and almost like blend it in with my chapstick. This is like $2, guys. There are some lip balms that I know leave your lips more chapped than when they found them, like Burt's Bees and Carmax, and people know that, but chapstick, I have no complaints. Makes my lips glossy, like lasts for so long, adds a little pink tint, smells amazing. Probably the most important favorite in this video is my chapstick classic strawberry. You guys know me and my slick buns. They're honestly my favorite hairstyles to do, but a problem with slick buns is having them last a long time. And I've used so many products that I love, but you are always gonna get like, you know, a little stray hair here and there. It's not gonna stay like perfectly intact. I don't know. If you guys know a routine where it stays perfectly intact, let me know. But I take this on the go with me, this Day 3-in-1 styler, and it looks like this. Has this little comb and then you could just use it on your flyaways. And it's just like super sleek little tool to bring with me. You can also just use it like when your hair is not slicked back, just for little flyaways, and it smells so good too. So I just take that, put it in my purse. I am gonna mention something that you guys probably aren't expecting, but one of my favorites is TikTok Shop. I have been buying so many things off of TikTok Shop. I bought this purse, I bought this set, I bought that matcha. I love my set. I love the color of it, the material of it, the fit, and the fact that it was, I think, only like 25 bucks. My purse was only 20 bucks. I wanted like a big, oversized, everyday black bag. They have it in like a few different other colors too, and the set in other colors. You already know I'm a big Amazon fan. TikTok Shop goes along with it. Anyways, guys, I know this vlog was kind of like a little choppy. I just wanted to show you guys my favorites like throughout every day. Every time I had something that I've been loving, I just wanted to turn on the camera and show you. So that's why it might have been a little all over the place, but I'll link everything that I can. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.